Okay, now what I wanted to talk about is something that everybody should know about now. It's is the difference between a fan and a fanboy. Now these two topics are really weird. And if you see me pause or stop or get congested during any of me ranting, just know that there is no type of paper in front of me or that's around me. So I'm just doing it straight off the head, pretty much freestyle. So anyway, the difference between a fan and a fanboy, and and I'm gonna go ahead and say the problem that I have with this. All right, now fans stay out something and they gives out actual facts. Now fanboys on the other hand, they don't. And fanboys just straight up bash another company because of no reason. Like in anime, you got the big three. Now, my favorite in the big three, well, I have no favorite in the big three because I primarily don't watch them. But if I had a preference and choose in the big three with anime, I would probably say Bleach would be my favorite because of because it just gets me started. Like when that dude, I forgot that captain name that died, came back and went to kill that other dude. I was like, man, you know what? That's not cool, man. Why did y'all do that? And it got me involved in it. And plus, it got one of the best story arcs, and all the shonen and all the other crap. Now, I bet you some type of fanboy from either Fairy Tail, Soul Leader, One Piece, Naruto would come and just say that you're wrong because of some unrelated topic and will totally miss the point of this little discussion. Or in technology, when we talking about cell phones, Android, Windows phone, or Microsoft. I mean Android, Windows phone, and iOS. Like today, Apple just released a phone, two of them actually, and if I say that preferably I like the Windows phone because the Nokia 1020 has a good camera on it, and I see that it got good specs. Not necessarily saying that I have one myself. I see that it got good specs and can outbeat the iOS phone and the Android phones out of the market because it has a good camera. Somebody would comment on that saying they know you're lying, or if I say that the Nexus 7 is one of the best tablets on the market, then somebody would just say, no, you're lying. And then they'll just go and say how much of a cunt muffin I am, or how much of a motherfucker I be, or how much of a bitch or a hoe, or some type of shit talking about iOS over here and all that other shit. Or if I was to say something like this, if I say why I dislike iOS, like, the reason why I don't like iOS is because of the way they present themselves. Though it is a super easy software to learn, I feel that it is too simplified for the average user. If only they would make it a little bit hard, I would probably become more interested since I like challenging things. And though that is user friendly, I wouldn't buy it myself out of my preference. I bet you 9 times out of 10 there'll be a lot of people in the comment section below that would say, look, you don't know what you're talking about. You're black, you got on a spring shirt, and you just don't have no clue on what it is. Now, if that's the case, then I wouldn't have said all of that stuff and stated my opinion on why it is. Now, I'm not saying that's how I feel about the iOS. I'm just saying, if I was to say something like that, then somebody is going to be like, I'm going to be all kind of cunt muffins and all types of motherfuckers and all types of bitches and hoes and stupid bastards. Bet you some Japanese person would say Bakayaro at the bottom, or some Mexican dude gonna say Cayete pendejo or some crap like that. And it will completely make me mad. Now, on the other hand, that's how a fanboy is. A fan, because see, I'm a fan of Pokemon. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to state out why I'm a fan of Pokemon. Because I've been playing Pokemon ever since the beginning. I even played Pokemon Green. I played Pokemon Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Diamond, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, Black and White, Stadium 2, Coliseum, and Battle Revolution. So that tells you I've been with Pokemon from the beginning, and I really like Pokemon. So here's why I like Pokemon, is because I've been with it from the beginning, and I see myself playing it, and it's what keeps me calm, it's what keeps me going on, and I see that it's a good strategic game that you little kids can play and understand it, and a very complex with all these different algorithms up in the game that adults can assist be a nerd over, you know. And I bet you somebody in the comment section will say that I don't know what I'm talking about. Or a fan of a different game would say, no, this game is the best game and here's why. Or, since I like Nintendo, I'm not gonna lie, I like Pokemon first of all, and I like Nintendo second of all, and I will tell you why I like Nintendo. And a fanboy of a different console would say, no, Nintendo isn't a good console because of all of their missed things. The Wii U isn't as powerful as the Xbox One and the PS4, and you don't know what you're talking about. You think you do, but you don't, because you're black and you don't know nothing and nerds don't. Man, shut up! I ain't ask you for all of that. Give me a good reason. Of course I know that the Xbox One and the PS4 is more powerful. That doesn't stop it from being more innovative. Yes, I don't like the PlayStation 3 as much, but I still gotta give it its props because it's got a good graphics card. Graphically, with the 3 last generation consoles, graphically the PlayStation 3 wins by a landslide. But the Xbox One has better gaming than the PlayStation 3. Nobody can lie about that. If you actually look at it, the Xbox has a better gaming experience. The only thing that people didn't like about the Xbox was that it just the red ring of death, you know. And then you have with the PlayStation 3, there is something that'll also kill your console. I forgot. I don't know what that's called. I really never played tortured around with the PlayStation much, so I don't know what it's called. But still, there is that. Honestly, I don't see where all of this come from, but because if we're going to be a fan, If we're in this fandom, we shouldn't really care so much about about what other people will say, and stop calling people cunt muffins because of something that they like. It's just like when this dude gonna tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about with Pokemon. Of course, if I don't know what I'm talking about with Pokemon, then enlighten me. Enlighten me a bit on my Pokemon knowledge. I didn't know at first. I did not know that that Pokemon was based off of animals and mythological creatures. I thought it was only based by animals. But this dude gonna say, no, it's based off of animals and mythological creatures. And he said it in such a way, and I called him an asshole afterwards, which I am so totally wrong for. And if you see this video, dude, I apologize. That was my fault. But when you tell me something like that, I feel so insulted. If you're a fanboy of Pokemon and I say I don't like this certain region, and you ask me why, I tell you why, but you still going on a rage, then I'm going to get offended because I feel like that now you're questioning my fandom to this one game, and it shouldn't be. If we're going to be a fan of, like Luke said from Unboxed Therapy, if you're going to be a fan of a certain, if you're going to be a fan of it all. Don't just be a fan to just one certain thing. I like Darksiders, hell. I like Crash Bandicoot. I like Mario, Zelda. I like Gears of War. Gears of War was actually pretty good. Mass Effect. COD. BioShock. What is that other one? Battlefield. I like all of them games, but if we going to be a fan, if we're going to be fans of something, just why not be a fan of it all? Or if you don't like this particular game, give out a good reason instead of just saying you don't like it just because you don't like it. If you're just saying that it wasn't, if it's just not a good game to you, then to you it shouldn't matter. If Pokemon is not a good game to you, then I don't care if it's a good game to you. I like Pokemon. I like Yu-Gi-Oh. I like it all. I don't care because I'm diverse, but still in all, you gotta understand what I'm saying, because a lot of people go around raging about something that doesn't make no sense. I remember watching Luke from Unboxed Therapy. Got a shout out to him because I watch him a lot. I remember watching a video, and he posted up a leaked video of 5C, iPhone 5C up on YouTube, and then he had like this whole like negatives, like this was the positives and this was the negatives, and I'm like, dog, man, why are y'all doing this? Because it makes no sense. But man, I'm just rambling on about nothing. So with that being said, to y'all people up on YouTube probably watching this, do y'all think that it's nonsense for people to go around raging being fanboys instead of just regular old fans? Because it's crazy. Twos. Bye.